once been before, but it feels like home.
They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in the world that we desire. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take.
Thank you, Ms. Za. Dr. Sedevi Angami, Director of CIHSR, Dr. Paul Ravindran, Principal of Northeast Regional Multidisciplinary Paramedical Institute. It is a tongue twister, as Dr. Sedevi was mentioning. Our respected Dr. Jacob Chaco, former Associate Director of CIHSR, Dr. Simpson Yovan, former Principal of Allied Health Sciences, our friend Mr. Ramakrishnan, the Development Commissioner, the faculty of this institute, dear students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am really very happy to be present here for this very important occasion. Almost more than a month back, Dr. Sedevi had requested me to come and be part of this program, and I had readily agreed. So today is also the Sekrenyi festival of the Angamis. I want to convey my greetings to all the Angami friends who are here, including Dr. Sedevi. The background of this institution has already been explained by Dr. Sedevi and Dr. Paul. So I will not go into the details of it, but from whatever little understanding I have of the healthcare sector, I can understand that this institution is one of the pivots of healthcare. We have medical personnel, we have nursing personnel, and we have paramedical personnel. So this is one of the pillars of the entire healthcare sector in the state and in the country. And I am really happy that this paramedical institute has been given the status of a regional institute. As you know, Northeast is a big area, and Nagaland is one of the smaller states in the Northeast. But having a regional institute in Nagaland is a matter of great pride for me and for all of us. Of late, a lot of development is taking place in the healthcare sector in Nagaland and in the country as a whole, but especially in Nagaland. You are aware that we recently, this year only, the medical college at Kohima was inaugurated and it has started classes. And the first batch of 100 students, all the seats were filled up and they are currently undergoing their education. Similarly, we have another medical college which is coming up in Mon. Maybe it will take a few years, but the work is currently on. One of the other major initiative that the state government has taken is the Chief Minister's Health Insurance Scheme. I am sure you are aware of this scheme. This is one of the key initiatives of the state because it gives universal coverage of insurance to all the citizens of Nagaland. We have the national program which is called the Ayushman Bharat scheme, under which people of a certain income level are only covered. But we in Nagaland, we have covered all the uncovered people plus all the government servants under the Chief Minister's Insurance Scheme. So what has happened is that in a short time, not only the people who are covered under this scheme are benefiting, but even the hospitals, healthcare institutions, they are also benefiting by the scheme. I'm sure CIHSR also is a beneficiary of the program because now the patients don't have to pay from their pocket for the hospitalization expenses. It is the scheme which pays for it. And since even government, semi-government institutions are also covered under the scheme, they are getting the benefit. So in years to come, I feel that this will make many of the healthcare institutions, facilities more viable and sustainable. And even government facilities and semi-government facilities will benefit out of it. Our target is to provide equitable, affordable and quality healthcare for everyone. That is the target given to us by the Sustainable Development Goals Vision of 2030. So we are moving in that direction. And the students, you are also part of this vision, and CIHSR, this institute, paramedical institute, and the students who are enrolled in the institution, they will all help us in achieving this vision. Very recently, just a few days back, we have got another approval to have a 400-bedded hospital in Kohima, which will be part of the medical college. This hospital is going to be set up by the Japanese investment agency. So it's going to be one of the state-of-the-art hospitals, not only in Nagaland, but the entire Northeast. So when we are expanding all these healthcare facilities, the demand for trained personnel is also going to go up. There is already a huge shortage in Nagaland of paramedical staff. But with growing expansion of the healthcare systems, this demand is going to grow. And when the demand grows and the supply is less, it actually translates into better incentives, better, employment conditions. So the people who are enrolling in these courses, I think they are very well placed to have a very bright future and a bright career in the years to come. Not only in Nagaland, actually, there is a huge demand across the world for healthcare professionals. not the doctors, but paramedical professionals, the nursing professionals. Uh, we have been getting a lot of inquiries from Japan. As you know, in many countries, the lifespan of people is increasing. People are living longer. So their healthcare needs actually, they are growing, whereas their population perhaps is not growing as much. So that is leading to a lot of demand for healthcare professionals. And in some countries, developed countries, the working conditions are good, the income levels are good, but they require a certain amount of proficiency in the field that you are in, and they also require proficiency in the language of that country. So keeping that in view, in fact, the government of Nagaland has started a Center for East Asian Languages in Nagaland University, and we are going to start teaching Japanese language to people who are willing to take. So I'll actually encourage the students here to think about learning one of these foreign languages. You may not eventually go to Japan, but learning an additional language is never going to be a bad investment. The Japanese are very active in this country also. So if you know the language, it's going to be of great help to you. But this is a secondary issue. The main issue is how do you maintain excellence in your studies and your skills. I am so happy to learn from Dr. Sedevi that this institution is one of the best in the Northeast, and the students who are passing out, they are in great demand in the rest of the country. It's a matter of great satisfaction. I would like to compliment all the pioneers and the faculty and all those people who are involved in building this institution and in maintaining the quality standards. In future also, excellence in education is actually the key for development of the country. Unless we maintain that, our human resources will not reach their true potential, and that will be a total loss. I will not bore you with all my statistics, but then in the last maybe 3 years, we have passed through some very difficult times. We faced this pandemic, COVID pandemic. In Kohima, in my office, we had a war room, and I was chairing that war room. And we used to coordinate all the activities from there. During that time, we realized what kind of deficiencies we had in our healthcare system and what we needed to do. Thankfully, the focus on healthcare system has come at the right time, and a lot of investment is coming in the healthcare system in Nagaland. The CIHSR has always been a pillar of great strength for us. It is like a think tank where we fall back on CIHSR to give us advice on many of the healthcare issues. We take the help of CIHSR in managing important, difficult things in the healthcare sphere. And they have always been very forthcoming to help the government out in managing the healthcare issues in the state. This model which Dr. Sedevi was mentioning, it's just 16-year-old, you said. 16 years is not a very long time. in building an institution. Institutions are built over hundreds of years. But in a short time, making a reputation of excellence is actually very creditable, I should say. And I would like to compliment the director and his team for ensuring that. From the state government side, I want to assure that whatever support is required from the state side, we are always willing to give. A lot of capital investment is being made in the CIHSR over the years. And this is all with the intention of providing the best of health services to the people and investing in skills of our young and talented youth. So I wish you all the very best. I think the future is very bright and you are all going to shine in your respective fields. That is my hope. And I share the vision of Dr. Sedevi. He said over the next 10 years, no patient should go back to go out of the state for treatment. This is one vision which the state government also keeps talking. We hope that at some point of time we'll be able to achieve that dream, and that will be a big day for us. So let us all work together and in achieving that goal. So thank you very much and all the very best. God bless.
Moichi, ika, arugoti hoi living, ekta, hosa, kotomoy na pauribo, hundu kobi kushi kobi, hodai din na bumi balase, aru ito mor nagamoto, ganase.
Shakti Pura